Moving on down to the next topic. Okay, so the twig situation. So let me explain to you why we allow twig to be breakable on our server. Twig is breakable because the upkeep for a twig base is, I mean, especially with Z levels, you could hit one tree and have a twig castle upkeep for like the rest of the wipe. Twig upkeep is just insanely cheap. And on a server like ours, where Z levels can net you tons and tons of resources, back in the day we had issues. I couldn't even imagine nowadays too, because this is back when we had 20, 30 players. We had issues with just sprawling giant twig bases as far as the eye could see in every direction. Everybody just built their entire base out of twig, and then when PvP day was about to start, they would just go through and upgrade it all to armored. So now they have this giant armored base that they got to have for free for the entire wipe. And on top of that, like Dual B just said, twig is ugly as hell. I take pride in our maps and in the scenery and all that good stuff. And having a bunch of twig monstrosities all over the place is just a freaking nightmare. So twig was made destroyable for the threat, if that makes sense. It wasn't made destroyable so you can grief people and be a douche. It was made destroyable so that if you build your base out of twig, you don't sit there and think in your mind, well, I'm just going to leave this whole base twig because, now I can just not have to pay upkeep for it. No, you're going to think in the back of your mind, well, I may want to upgrade this because somebody might come along and destroy it. So, with that said, that doesn't mean we want you destroying twig. That doesn't mean you're supposed to go run around shooting any twig you see. It's still douchey. It still technically violates our rules. If you really think about it and read the very, very first rule in our rules section of Discord, it violates that rule because damn well if you built your base and somebody came along and shot out all the twig and all your boxes broke and all your TC broke and you logged back in the next day and you had no base left, damn well you'd be pissed. So that violates our first rule of, hey, if you don't want somebody doing it to you, don't do it to them either. So again, reiterating, yes, twig is destroyable. Yes, we highly frown upon anyone doing so. Twig is only destroyable so that the threat looms over you, so you'll upgrade your base from twig. If I catch people so the confusion comes from, we had a player who got yelled at for shooting out a bunch of twig and breaking stuff in someone's base, and the player, technically rightfully so, said, well, hey, it doesn't say I can't do it, it just says you can't do it if someone's around. Technically he was right, but technically our admin was right too, because he was breaking the very first rule and was in essence griefing that player, because you start breaking people's boxes and their TC and stuff, they have nothing left and they're going to quit our server. So when you start shooting out someone's base, all you're doing is guaranteeing that person has a bad experience on our server and does not come back, and that does not do anything for any of us. And if you take the stuff that falls to the ground when you broke it, then you just committed stealing and you're going to get banned. So there is no actual positive coming from you breaking out someone's base like that. There's nothing positive. You're not going to gain anything out of it except making sure that person never comes back to our server again. So think about it from that standpoint. You can't take their stuff because that's stealing, and all you're going to do is make that person leave our server. So why do it? All you're doing is just causing grief for the admins. You're causing grief for that player. We have to deal with it when they log back in and go, where's my base? And we're like, I don't know. It's not in the abandoned base logs. And you had plenty of upkeep, you said. We don't. So, we spend so much time investigating that kind of stuff, and there's nothing we can do about it. So just please stop being a douche. I honestly, looking at the channel, all the names going by, I don't see anybody in here that's ever done it that I know of, at least. So this isn't directed at any person here specifically. Just stop being a douche. Don't break people's twig. If you see a giant castle twig base, just go tell the person, like, hey man, you might want to upgrade that because somebody could come along and shoot it out for you. So yeah, all you guys are doing is giving the admins a headache and causing players to quit our server, which is not fun for anybody. So moving on to the next topic. I swear there's going to be some positive ones in here somewhere. Okay, exploiting PvE time to build forward raid bases against your enemies is not allowed. It's not listed in the rules for a reason, because sometimes if you put something in the rules, it just gives people an idea. You know what I'm saying? Like if we put, hey, don't do this, or if we put a specific, you can only have 9, bases, then everybody's going to build 9 bases. Whereas if we just don't put a rule and we just keep an eye on things, then maybe everybody builds 2 or 3 bases. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes not putting things in the rules tones it down a little better than putting it in the rules, because when you put it there, people are going to always try to hit that limit. So building a base, a forward raid base on someone you plan on raiding is very against our rules, because it's exploiting the fact that it's PvE, and it's something you would never be able to do during PvP. You know, you're out there building an armored whatever right outside their doors with auto turrets and everything. You would never be able to do that during PvP. So if that's what you're doing, there will be consequences for it. That's griefing. That's ridiculous, and it's exploiting the PvE settings of the server. You know, there's just no need for that. And yes, it has happened. So that's why that's being brought up. Moving on to the next. More than one heli in the sky. If you call a heli when there's already one out, admins can and will delete the heli and not refund the RP to you. I added a heli icon to the left of your toolbar. If that icon is red, don't call a personal heli to fight. If you do, and there's an admin around, we're going to just fly over there and delete it. We have a button we can click to just delete it. You don't get any RP back. You don't get the kill. You don't get the loot. You don't get anything except pissed off. We didn't do it before because I didn't have that icon. So I added the icon. So now we have a way to cover our ass. If that icon is red, it means there's already a heli on the map. Don't call another one. The personal heli plugin is one of our laggiest plugins, so we can't have, you know, a bunch of helis being juggled all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. We keep detailed notes on all players, good and bad. I know I've told you guys this before. You know, if we catch one of you helping a noob or something, we'll put a note on your profile like, oh, I saw him helping this player today. I did one the other day. I think it was Frodo or somebody. I saw helping a player that had a zombie horde attacking them, and I saw another player land and take out the zombie horde for him. So we keep notes on you guys that are positive too. But we also keep negative notes on you guys. So I'm going to use C-Town because he just said he accidentally did it one day. So if C-Town calls the second heli, I'll put a note on his profile. You know, called a heli when one was already on the map, said it was an accident, just warned not to do it again. And then 3 hours later, Drac sees C-Town call a second heli. Drac pulls up C-Town's profile, says, wait, T just talked to him 3 hours ago about this. What the hell? And now things are getting a little weirder. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, accidents do happen. It's not like we're going to jump down your throat and just ban you. But we are going to talk to you. And, you know, we keep notes on everything. So if it becomes a pattern, things are going to get dicey. But yeah, Frodo's a good guy. Like I said, we keep positive notes on people too. So just keep that in mind. You know, if you guys are out there being nice and doing nice things, whether it's in chat or actual gameplay, we're always watching and we're always keeping notes on things. And the reason we keep such detailed notes on that kind of stuff is when we come to deal with people, kind of gives us a clue on how things might go down or how we might deal with them. In other words, like we're all, looks like in this channel, in agreement that Frodo's a pretty cool guy. So, you know, if I see an argument and I show up to, or I get a support ticket, you know, blah, 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 and this big fight's going on and I show up and it's, you know, Frodo and then some new player with 3 VAC bans on his account. And, you know, Frodo's like, I didn't do nothing, man. I was just walking by. And the other guy's like, no, he didn't. He stole this, he stole that. And he was yelling at me and calling me the N-word. I go look at Frodo's notes and see 7 positives on there. And then this other guy has, you know, 1 negative note about harassing another player and then a couple of VAC bans on his record. Who do you think I'm going to side with? You see what I'm saying? So we keep notes on everybody so that we always kind of have a history on the player. So we know how to, yeah, Frodo's racist. So we know how to, so we know what we're dealing with when we get there. It's real helpful. I mean, helped me last night, actually. The player was getting sassy with me, and turns out it was somebody that I've had many run-ins with before, and he just changed his name. And sure enough, I went to look at his profile, and there were all the notes. And I was like, oh, I know who that is now. Too funny, too funny. So yeah, we keep lots of notes. So all you nice people, you guys have lots of nice notes. Yeah, we've had notes come into play from like 2019. We're like, holy crap, look at that. So yeah, they're pretty useful. It is. It's your HR file. Okay, but I mean, it also helps too. What if you guys apply for staff down the road, and then we look back and you could be the coolest person in the world right now, but a year and a half ago, you have 7 different notes in there from just being a total douchebag to people. Like, oh, okay, probably would make a good staff member. So, yeah, Sunshine. You notice everything I do when it comes to running the server, I take from my police career, because again, when I go on a call, I have a domestic disturbance at whatever address. I pull up the call notes, and I can see every prior 911 call that's ever come from that address, and I can see all the history involved. So yeah, I know everything I do. I always refer back to police work, but it's pretty useful. Okay, so moving on. Oh yeah, I made this point the other night, and I told you guys I was going to just bring it up in the meeting because it was a kind of a good idea. So all these little TC locations all over the map, you put down a foundation and a TC, and then you set home, and that's like it's set home launch, and that's your way of teleporting to the launch site, slash home. Um, it gets things kind of crowded, especially when people start putting them in flat locations. It causes us to lose raid base spawns and stuff like that. I had a good idea the other night. I think I was talking with Minty or somebody. I had a good idea the other night. Is why don't you guys share those things? There's nothing wrong with if you got a group of people you trust that you think are pretty cool on the server. A couple wooden foundations take no upkeep. So even if someone does betray you and steal the upkeep out of the TC, it's not like you're going to lose but a couple hundred wood. There's nothing wrong with putting down a two wooden foundations in a TC and then sharing or giving guest codes to a couple people you trust, and you can all use that as a set home now. And so say HVid goes and builds one right next to the launch site, and then he lets Minty and Nova Baby and a couple other people come over there and set home also. Now you guys all have a slash home at the launch site, and we don't have to have 5 different ones. We can just have one. So yeah, I agree with the unlock thing, Drew. The only issue I have is what if new players come along and they see an unlocked TC, they're going to steal all the wood out of it, and that kind of crap. So I hell, even if you just posted in Discord or something like, hey, most new players haven't got to Discord yet. Even if you just posted the TC codes in Discord or something, I don't care. But anyway, I think it would help a lot with the clutter and using up all the raid base spawns if you guys just kind of shared some of those slash home spots. Because I know that's what you guys are doing with those foundations. I used to do it myself as a player, so there's nothing wrong with that. Just a good idea. I figured I'd throw it out there. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if Drac and Mac and Aliana and 15 other admins jump in when I make this statement, because I'm sure we all have something to say on this. So if you guys do, feel free to jump in after I read the sentence here. My note says, everyone needs to lighten up and chill out. While we try to keep this place as friendly as possible, the oversensitivity to situations causes our staff a ton of unnecessary stress. So what that basically means is, some of you guys got to calm down, man. It's just a game. It's just a game. And as far as at least all the games I've ever played in my life, it's the only one that deletes all your stuff, every 10 days anyway. So, I mean, just chill out. We got people getting so freaking pissed off about the stupidest things. Like, a good example is, I died to the Brad and I can't get my stuff back. I lost everything I had, everything. My whole wipe is all in that inventory and I'm going to lose it all. Like, first of all, why'd you carry everything in your bag? You got a backpack. And second of all, who cares? It's just a game. It's a game, and you're playing, and I'm going to toot my own horn here. You are playing on the most friendly PvE server, or Rust server, period. You're playing on the most friendly Rust server in the history of Rust. Like, it's all about your mentality. If you log in and you're just like, oh my God, I had really rough luck today. I died to the Bradley and I was being stupid and had all my stuff in my inventory. Anybody willing to just give me a hand? Dude, oh my God. Like, are you serious? Our server, even the most rude person on our server would still jump in to help you. That's how nice our server is. So, like, there's no reason to get so worked up. I mean, you probably end up with more stuff after that death than you had before the death. That's how nice the people are on our server. So just calm down. Please calm down. It's not that serious. And when you guys get all worked up and get all pissed off and you're cussing and chatting and everybody's jumping down your throat because you're being a douche, that just causes so much stress on the staff too. And then because we got to jump in and we got to deal with it, and now you're having a bad day and we can't do anything about it because you died in a legit way, but we feel bad and we can't do anything, and now you're mad at us because we didn't do anything, and now you want to quit the server even though it was your own fault. It's just a giant snowball of negativity. There's no need for that crap. If you just, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. If you just get in there and say something, the server will jump up to help you. Even with a death, man. I remember back in the day, for some reason people respond real well when an admin does it. But if you just say, hey, can I get a corpse rescue team together? Man, people, they get bored, man. You got people running around with 14 M249s and nothing to shoot. If they find out that you just died to a 20 zombie horde, they'd be more than happy to fly in on a minicopter and save you from it. Just ask. That's all you gotta do is ask. People always do rescue squads, man. They always do them, and they're actually kind of fun, honestly. That's why people probably like doing them. So just ask. There's no reason to get all pissed off and cause a bunch of drama over anything in this game, honestly. Not on our server. On other servers, absolutely. I mean, that's why I made this server. I got sick of getting shot with an AK when I was butt naked on a beach. So there's no reason to get pissed off and rage on our server. I'll pause for a second because I know that's a big topic. If any leads or anybody else has something they want to throw in on that, but Moving on. Okay, so if someone is doing something that is not against our rules and is not a very blatant exploit, do not report them to us. Some people are going to be better at this game than you. Some are not. You got to learn, adapt, and overcome. There's not anything specific that I'm directing this towards, but I will give an example. Long time ago, back before Face Punch nerfed it, you could hot switch between rocket launchers and just fire rockets, bam, bam, bam. We had a player named Nanny Mochi. Was actually a really nice guy. Probably one of the most hated people we've ever had on our server, even though he was a really nice guy. He was hated because dude was just gangster with those things, man. He would, as soon as a Bradley would spawn, he would come swooping in on his minicopter and just crash land it, jump out, bam, 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 bam. All rocket launchers, Bradley gone. I mean, literally takes him 7 seconds to just drop a Bradley. And we had so many reports, so many players. We had people rage quit our server over it. We had people reporting him. You're right. He would steal rallies from people. He was quick. He was fast. But the point being is, it's a game. It's gameplay. That's Evie. You're actually proving my point there. That's exactly what I'm saying. Some people are just gonna be quicker, better, more efficient, or whatever, at this game than you. You gotta learn. Well, that all the Bradley locking plugin has been fixed, so that's a moot point. But what I'm saying is people are always going to be better at this game than you. Most of you guys are honestly far better at this game than I am. Period. If I was a player, you guys would be smoking my ass. Like I'm not that good at this game. But I accept that. I don't care. It's just a video game. You know, like if I'm in Mario World 1-2 and I'm hopping over every jump and I've fallen in pits, and then, you know, Eevee finds the shortcut above the ceiling and goes and skips to World 1.4, I'm not pissed at him and calling Nintendo Corporation to ban his game account because he found a way to, you know, he's just better at it than me. Get over it. I'm still having fun playing it. Who cares? So that's my point, is there's always going to be people that are better at things than you, or just have a better way of doing things than you, or just, honestly, are just totally sweaty chads at something, you know, whether it's constantly taking Bradleys or constantly raiding bases. You just got to get over it. It's just the way video games are. We can't micromanage everybody. We literally had people quit our server because they wanted us to tell players how to play the game. That you can only do this, and then you're allowed to go do that, and then you can do this, and you can only do it once a day, and you can't do it with a team, you can't do it in a group, you can't do it with your friends, you can only do it this way, and if you don't like that, you can't play here. Like, we're not going to do that. It's a video game. It's an open world video game too. So you guys just got to chill out. Honestly, if someone's doing something that you are capable of doing yourself, I don't mean skill level, I mean physically capable. Your game client can do the same thing. In other words, you know, 6 months ago, your game client could have switched between 7 rocket launchers. Then it's not an exploit. He's not cheating. He's not breaking any rules. He's just doing something very efficient. Is he being a douchebag? Could be. But, you know, people are douchebags all the time. It's a video game. So just the whole point of this is, please don't report them to us. We get people all the time, such and such, you know, they just did this Bradley, now they're doing that Bradley. Okay, well, you need to tell them to stop, because I was sitting here waiting for it, and then they just swooped in and shot it. Okay, why didn't you shoot it? You know, like, you can't, that's not a, called you a douchebag. Anyway, so you get my point. If they're not actually cheating, like physically using a cheat or a hack, don't report them to us. If it's normal gameplay, no matter how douchey or sly it may be, you know, whatever. If it's something like that and you still feel it's unfair, submit a suggestion as, you know, a new rule or something. We'll look at it, but don't report them to us. And yeah, we do get cheaters on here every now and then. Yeah, I banned a guy a couple weeks ago, I think, using no clip. I think so did Nem. You banned a no clipper too, didn't you? Yeah. People actually do cheat on PvE servers. Go figure. That's like beating up toddlers. Like, what the hell? Some people. Okay. We all like to beat up a toddler every now and then, you know. Alright, so moving on to the next. Yeah, Drag, this is from your notes. Just remember, folks, the Christmas map, which we're not even on now, but Christmas map was a crazy map. It was meant to be a joke. It's meant to be fun. It's literally just like wide open flat land as far as the eye can see in every direction. So we were pretty laid back and relaxed with the building, building sizes and building all over the place. Things are back to normal now, especially with the new map coming up. So just, keep your builds under control. Don't go crazy. That was just like a little fun thing we did there. Yeah, so many people hated that map. Like, you guys, we just did it for fun. It was just meant to be fun. One last hurrah, because we're never going to see that map again. But man, people were pissed. Like, I'm coming back next wipe. This map sucks. Like, okay, if you don't like 100 nodes every square meter, that's fine. That's on you. All right. Yeah, that map was insane. Okay. My next note. Pardon my co-fire. This whole meeting has been recorded and streamed, so you can go back and listen. I can't start it back over. My next note, like I said, pardon my French, but stop the fucking accusations during PvP. Stop. Just period. Stop the accusations. Yes, we all know that DVN is really good at PvP. We get it. We don't need 37 reports every single PvP day on him. I've watched him so much, I can tell you his blood type. I mean, I literally can tell you his mother's maiden name by now. The first time I PvP'd his ass during an admin raid, I left the raid to go watch him because I was sure he was cheating. He's not cheating, so stop. Please stop. Stop reporting people. Stop with the accusations. When someone kicks your ass in PvP, you don't need to type in chat, nice scripts, bro. Like, just please stop. It's a PvE server. Nobody cares. Literally, nobody cares. Period. We have a whole suite of plugins that we run during PvP day. They literally are part of our PvP day initiation scripts. It installs all these plugins. I mean, if you guys knew the complexity of the anti-cheat plugins that we run during PvP day, we have anti-script, anti-no recoil scripts, we have anti-macro, we have aimbot detection, we have ESP detection, we have no-clip detection, we have all these things, and it's live, real time. Some of the new staff got to witness it last bit, like, whoa, what the hell is all that? Like, it's live in real time, just showing you every bullet trajectory, and it does all the algorithms and the math and calculates the percentage chance that you're using an aimbot based on the trajectory and the recoil of your. It displays all that live on our screens for us. We have a lot of shit on our screens during PvP day that we can see on you guys. Trust me, we're watching, we're looking. We don't need you constantly reporting people because they kicked your ass. It gets really old. Like, yeah, we literally know when you fart on PvP day, and we know what direction it was in. And if the grouping of the fart particles were too close together, we know about it. So just please stop reporting people. Doolby doesn't even fart. He just shits his pants. So. Actually, wait, don't we have a clan on Light called Shart? Those are the real ones. Oh, that's the real guys right there. That's hilarious. Okay. Moving on. New support methods. Matter of fact, this is the perfect time. I'm going to be shutting down our old support bot tonight. You no longer send a message to support bot for support. There's some sort of bug right now. Our support bot is digging the Discord API like 1,000 times a minute. Discord has sent us multiple warnings of like, your whatever bot is spamming our system, blah, blah, blah. And that's why it kept going down last week. The original developer of the plugin is no longer like developing it or maintaining it, and there's something wrong with it. And it's, I don't know if Discord changed something in their API or whatever, but our support bot is literally spamming Discord API and getting us in trouble with Discord, like actual Discord. Yeah, it's become self-aware. It's trying to revolt. It's getting sick of y'all's bullshit tickets. It's getting sick of, help, I died to a zombie. I need you to get my corpse or I'm going to quit your server. So it is on strike and has quit. So I had to quickly just come up with a solution, and I did. We have a new support system now. I've been waiting to shut down the old support bot. It's actually working for a minute right now, but I've been waiting to shut it down until after I explain this to you guys tonight. So if everybody's following along, I think I'm streaming this too, aren't I? Yeah. Wouldn't that be a lame meeting? Hold on, I want to scroll. I want to make sure you guys gave Quetzal some props here. Okay, you did. Good job. And Evie, too. Evie's been kicking ass as a Sentinel, too. Don't get me wrong. He's good. He's good. Sentinels are gray. You see where Quetzal just typed right there. Okay, so moving on down, moving on down. Oh, okay, well. So that's my next thing is the big announcement. So I guess I'll make sure any leads have anything else to discuss on all the previous topics first. Anybody leads? Any leads got anything? Go ahead. Mac, you want to hit what you got real quick? I'm clicking some stuff in the background here. Cool. Sorry, guys, no announcement yet. Gotta wait for Drac. By the way, town will not have an auto turret anywhere near it before PvP day. I'll tell you that right now. I will come over there and delete them things myself. On that same note, if I have to, I'll just start extending the no build zones. I try to be tight with them so that we can have more raid bases and more stuff going on. But if people keep crunching in on them like that, I'll just make giant no build zones around them that people will be pissed off because they can't build anywhere near town. So that's why we can't have nice things. All right, so we're moving on. All right, on to the big announcement. So, what's up? So the big announcement is John Pay's pool isn't water; it's actually pee. Oh, they already knew that crap. Okay. Oh God. Okay, wait. I got to branch off on a funny story. So, funny story. When my son, who plays Rust on our server, when my son was real little and being potty trained, I couldn't get him to poop. Right, no matter what I do, I couldn't get him to poop on the toilet. He was like one, but he had this little stuffed dog named Midnight, which was the name of my actual dog. And this little stuffed dog, it was like he carried it everywhere with him. Right, I couldn't get him poop. I couldn't get him poop. Finally, I said, I got an idea. I went in the bathroom and I was like, look, Midnight's using the toilet, and I had his little stuffed dog, and I had those little bite-sized Snickers in my hand behind it. And I was like, bloop, bloop, and dropped him in the toilet. He was just mind blown. He was like, oh my God. Like, my stuffed animal just shit in the toilet. From that day forward, he pooped in the toilet and was potty trained. Anyway, so life pro tip for any of you young parents out there. There you go. Snickers bar makes a great turd. Okay. Okay. All right, so moving on. So as you guys all know, we've had, God, for almost a year now, we've had issues. We've had a couple issues on the server. Issue number one, population. My God, you guys, it doesn't look like it right now at the end of the month, but back in the beginning of the month, we hit queues regularly, as you all know. And even worse is even without queues, you guys are waiting in line at monuments. You're waiting in line for Bradleys. You're waiting in line to call a heli. It's just a nightmare. You can't find nodes. You run down the road and all the barrels are already gone. There's more players than there is stuff to do at this point. We never thought our server would be this popular. I remember breaking 100 players and thinking there's no way, man, we'd ever break 100 players. I remember breaking 125 players, and it just kept going and going. And then, yeah, we were. I remember breaking 60. You were there for that. And the point being is, the more players we get, the less we can do, if that makes sense. We had to get rid of like the arena games that we run on light server. We used to run those on main. We had to get rid of the racetracks that we run on the light server. We used to run those on main too. We've had to get rid of a couple other quality of life plugins, little things like auto authorization, where your clan members automatically can authorize on all your turrets and your doors, and just stuff like that. We've had to get rid of so much stuff, and then of course new things come up, and people are like, hey, what about this? I'm like, nope, no more plugins. What about that? Nope, no more plugins. And then as I said, less to do. The nightmare of just the fact that there's every monument's picked clean, every node is picked clean, especially the first couple days of wipe, just everything is picked clean. It's just a nightmare. So we opened the light server and it did good. A lot of people like the low pop of light and the fact that they have so many more raid bases and so many more zombies and extra plugins they can play with and do stuff. But at the same time, let's face it, it takes a special kind of person to really get into light. Because a lot of us love the social aspect of things. A lot of us like the economy, starting up shops and having a lot of players stop by and all that kind of stuff. So me and the leads and the admins and the staff and everybody, this has been bounced around and discussed for months and months and months. Last month was an exceptionally well month with donations. So, hey, let me thank you guys for that. You guys are wonderful. We had an exceptional month with donations last month. Props to all of you. You guys are the reason we keep buying maps and keep buying prefabs and keep paying Nivix to do cool things with plugins. And, you guys are the reason we have so much cool stuff. Absolutely. So we decided to do multiple things with the rest of that cash. We are going to open a second duplicate server of main, and we're going to lower the maximum population of main. So what we're doing is we're dropping the population of main, opening a duplicate of main with the same population, and we're going to leave light at 50, and we're also going to cap light. As you guys know, right now light will increase its player count to 75 if it starts to get packed. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to cap it at 50, and it's not going to move. Main is going to go to 100. Main number 2 is going to be set to 100. And I have a lot more to discuss with this, by the way, so don't just jump to conclusions yet. This is going to allow us to up the raid bases on main, both mains, 1 and 2, to the same as light. And anybody who's in the channel right now that plays on light knows you guys have a shit ton of raid bases compared to main. I think you guys have like what, 20, 22, something like that at once. You have a lot. They also have a ton of zombies on light. I remember the first players that went over to light were like, oh god, there's a ton of zombies to fight. They have so basically what's going to happen now is all 3 servers are going to be exactly the same now. Both the mains are going to get a ton of raid bases. Both the mains are going to get a ton more zombies. Both the mains are now going to have the arena games, gun game and all that fun stuff we do on light. Both the mains are now going to have racetracks and all the car races, minicopter races and all that fun stuff. Yeah, so the basically, believe it or not, one of the concerns we had when we first started discussing this idea was is making it more work for me, which it won't be, because right now it's actually more work for me that the servers are configured differently. That light has different settings than main does because I have to do everything twice. With all 3 servers being identical, obviously, player counts are different and, descriptions and titles are different, but you know what I'm saying. Raid bases, racetracks, zombie hordes, stuff like that, all being configured exactly the same. I can just copy and paste, and it makes my life a lot easier, honestly, to have these 3 servers being identical than it does to have one big ass server and one little server that I have to configure differently. So, with that said, we're going to allow the way we have to do this, as you guys know, everything is automated with vet gold and all that kind of crap. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is all going live at ForceWipe Thursday. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on those 2 servers. Well, actually, let me tell you the other good news. The other good news is the new main is actually, we found a better host with better spec system, and I mean much better spec system. We got a friend that's running multiple 800-person servers on these Deddies that we have now. They cost us a little bit more per month, but the specs are just through the freaking roof. So with the higher specs and the lower player count, I don't see us having any problems in the future. So here's how this is all going to go down. First, the new main server is opening up on the new host. It'll be a completely new IP, completely new all that stuff. Then also, I'm moving light over to one of those new Deddies. So light's going to have even better performance. Not that it needed it, but sort of like a guinea pig, so I can compare things. So light is going to be moving over to the new dedicated machine also. So light will have an IP change. I'll explain all that in just a minute here. We're going to leave the old main and the old light, or not the old main, I'm sorry. We're going to leave the old light up for about a month with a banner across the screen like, hey, we've moved, here's the new IP. It will not let you play. I don't want people playing on both because we're trying to get that one shut down. So it won't let you research stuff or do things on the old light, so that you'll be forced to come over to the new IP. Light's not changing, by the way. Light's going to stay exactly the same. Again, we're just not going to let the population go above 50 like we do sometimes. Only thing that's changing with light is it's moving IPs to a better hardware. One of the reasons I'm moving light, even though light doesn't need a hardware upgrade, is I'm actually trying to get all our servers over to this new hardware. The reason I'm not moving main 1 yet is just because I don't want to do too much to you guys at once and just cause mass confusion. So I'm leaving main where it's at right now. One of the main reasons I want all the servers over there is not only is it better hardware, but this host allows us to take our IP with us anywhere we go. So if we upgrade, or if we downgrade, or if we switch machines, or if a data center burns to the ground, we can take our IP address with us. So we'll never have to change IPs again, which is beautiful, from an administrative standpoint. That's one of the reasons I'm moving Light over there. So on Force Wipe Day, Light will switch IPs to the new hardware. Main 2 will go live and will be an exact duplicate of main 1. And when I say exact duplicate, that means when I shut the servers down for wipe on Thursday, I'm going to copy everything over to main 2. I can't copy your ranks, which is why we're doing this at Force Wipe anyway, because you lose your ranks. But your RP, all that stuff, is going to be copied. You're not going to lose any RP. With that said, in main number 1, by the way, is going to stay right where it's at. The only thing that's going to change with main number 1 is the population is going to drop down to 100 instead of 150. So you guys on main 1 don't have to worry about anything like that. With that said, what we're going to do, we have 2 offers we're giving to people. Offer number 1 is the first 10 people, and don't start posting in the channel. I have a method that this is going to happen. The first 10 people that decide they want to main on server number 2, like they want to move there and stay there. The deal I'm going to make you is I'm going to give you a free gift card for a free Vet Gold, which is 30 days of Vet Gold. So even if you only had a week left on your current Vet Gold, you're going to get a whole brand new one on the main server, with the caveat that I get to turn off your Vet Gold back on the old main server. So, and the reason I'm putting that caveat in there is I didn't want people just claiming it so they can get a free Vet Gold on main number 2, and then I'm still going to play on main 1 though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you take it. It's kind of like taking up a prime build location and you're not even going to build a base there. That's not fair to other people who really wanted to use it. So if you take the first 10 player deal that I'm making, the first 10 players to switch to main number 2, I will give you a free month of Vet Gold. And when I say free month that means you guys are asking questions ahead of me, so just let me finish explaining first. That coupon is just a 30 days of Vet Gold, period, on that new server. And again, that means I get to cancel your Vet Gold on the old server for those first 10 players. Now, on the other side of that, if you already have Vet Gold on the old server, as you guys know, I have no way of altering these kind of things as far as moving it and copying it and stuff like that. It glitches our system, and our store plugin will start throwing all kinds of errors. But here's what I'm going to do. And you got to be patient with me. I gotta make these things. If you have Vet Gold on the old server, I will offer a one-time deal where you can request that you want to move to main number 2. And what I will do is I will give you a coupon through our store that can only be used by you. I have a way of doing that. I can put a Steam ID on the coupon that it's tied to that only that person can use. And what that will do is give you a coupon to where purchasing Vet Gold on main number 2 is free for 1 month. So let's say, and I'm going to do it for whatever you have. So if you have a year of Vet Gold, or let's say you bought a year of Vet Gold and you have 9 months left on it on main and you want to switch to Light, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 9 months worth of Vet Gold coupon, for that. So I'm going to try to make it as identical as I can. Obviously, down to the exact day I can't do, but what I'm going to say is, so if you have 2 months of Vet Gold, I'll give you 2 coupons to get 2 months of Vet Gold on the new server. Again, the same caveat though is if I do this transfer for you, this takes manual work for me. I can't just click a button. I got to go and I got to create the stuff. I got to find your Steam ID. I got to enter it in there. I got to calculate the days and the months, and I got to do a bunch of stuff. So if I'm doing this for you, if you put in to transfer, it's going to cancel your Vet Gold on the first server, and I'm not transferring you back again, is what I'm getting at here. And I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to swindle you guys or do anything, but it's a lot of work, and I can't keep going back and forth like that. I'm sure we're going to get flooded with a good 20, 30 people that want to do this. So again, let me restate this. If you want the first 10 people that do the thing I'm going to do later, and I'll show you. It's going to actually be something in Discord where you can click a button, and it's only going to allow 10 people to claim it. That's how we're going to do that part. So those first 10 people are going to get a free vet gold, period, for switching to the new server. And if you're one of those people that already has vet gold, all you need to do is wait until I get you transferred over there with your current vet gold. You know, say you already have vet gold and you transfer over there and you get a month of vet, you know, you get your new vet gold over there on that server. Then you can use that free gift vet gold I gave you for being one of the first 10, and it'll just tack on the extra days. I saw some of you guys asking questions earlier. What if we already have it? That's how that works. So anybody who wants to move to the new server, we will let you one time transfer your vet gold, and the only way I can do it is to let your vet gold expire on the main server. I can change expiration dates of vet golds. So what I would do is I would change the expiration date of your vet gold on the main server to just expire now. Well, not right now, but you know, when you do it. And then I'll give you a coupon for a free vet gold on the new server to equal to what you had on the main server. You know, some of you guys have a year of vet gold, so I would make it match. Then the first 10 people to click this thing I'm going to set up in Discord later tonight to claim that they want to main on the new server. This is just an incentive to get some people over there. The first 10 people to do that get a free vet gold coupon also. Again, it can stack on top of the vet gold you already have too, just on the new server. Yes, Pucky, the whole first 10 people to click this get free vet gold. It doesn't matter if you don't have vet gold or not. Matter of fact, I'd prefer people that don't have vet gold take it, but yeah, it's literally just the first 10 people. I'm going to hand you a coupon for free vet gold that's only valid on the new server. That's all that is. And again, it's just sort of a incentive to get some people to spread out, because what I don't want to happen is I'm not trying to split the community, and this is actually the part of this that we had to discuss for 2 months is we really were scared about splitting the community and harming the beauty, honestly, not to sound weird, but the beauty that we have in this community here. That was our biggest discussion as staff about doing this, was we don't want to split the community up. We really like our community. But we finally weighed the pros and the cons, and the pros of no more running the roads with no barrels, no more waiting in line at damn monuments, no more fighting over Bradleys. Obviously, that kind of stuff's still going to happen some, but you know what I'm saying. 50% server reduction in population is going to make a huge difference. 3 times as many raid bases or whatever, 3 times as many zombie hordes. We can run more plugins, so there's more stuff to do. We finally felt like the pros really outweighed the cons, if you get what I'm getting at there. So basically that's what this all boils down to. I don't want to see on Force Wipe, main servers at 100 player cap, and we've got 100 people online and 75 people in the queue because nobody wants that. So that's why we're doing the whole incentive thing, to try to get some people to switch over to main 2. Is so that main 2, we know main 2 is probably gonna have a lower pop for a little while because not everybody's in this channel listening to the meeting right now. So yeah, things will happen. But I'm going to leave the offer open for a good month or so of let's make it that. How about as long as I still have the old light server up, since I told you guys I was going to keep it up for an extra month just so people know we moved IPs. As long as the old light server is up, I'll still keep my offer out there to let people move their vet gold over. And honestly, you may profit with the whole vet gold move, because what if you only have 2 weeks left of vet gold on the main server? Well, I don't have a vet gold that's only 2 weeks long, so I'm going to have to give you a full 30-day vet gold. So yeah, you probably profit a little bit for moving, get a couple extra weeks out of your vet gold or something like that. So, but it doesn't matter. You guys were so generous last month with donations that we dropped some big bucks on this. We really feel that this will help make our servers more fun for all of you. Less crowding, more stuff to do. I mean, again, there's a couple cons with it, but we really, really feel like the pros completely outweigh the cons on this. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking questions from everybody after we're done here discussing all this. Does any lead have anything they want to add, or this is such a big deal, I may have just completely forgot to mention something. Does any leads or admins have anything? What's up? No, that's fine. That's what you're here for. What's up? Yeah, so piggybacking on that, like she said, we're not gonna leave anybody screwed. So any concerns about vet gold or any of that kind of weird stuff like that, we're not gonna leave anybody screwed. All your RP will get copied over anyway, even if you don't play there. Just know, one thing I do got to clarify. So when I make the initial copy, which is going to be during Force Wipe, when I make the initial copy, there will be no more copies after that. So if I make the initial copy and then 3 days later, you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go to that main thing, that new main thing, like T was talking about. And you get over there and you're like, wait a minute, I got like 3,000 less RP than I had. What happened? I thought you were copying RP over. I can only copy it. I'm only copying it right there when we wipe. So if you play on main one, for another 3 days, and then you decide you're going to go to main two, you're not going to have the same RP, that you think you're going to have, because you're going to have whatever you had when I shut everything down for wipe. So just to clarify that. You sure can. Let That's what I was getting. That's literally what I keyed up to say. So you got to think about this. We cap out and hit a queue on 150 players on main, easily have 70 to 75, Nim would know better than me, on light around Force Wipe time. We cap the hell out on both servers for almost a full week when Force Wipe happens. That doesn't count all the people that come and go. Think of all those abandoned bases that sprout up 3 days later, because they log in and they literally can't even go to a monument because there's like a line at the airfield. So yeah, you got to think about that too. Is a lot of people are going to stay now instead of just, oh man, this server's too crowded. Screw this. So I think it'll be a bonus just all around. I mean, just all around, especially with more stuff to do. Also, I meant to mention earlier, I forgot to say it as part of what we're changing. I'm also, with part of the whole more raid bases, more zombies, more plugins when this happens. I'm also going to be lowering the Bradley respawn timers a little bit, the low end. I haven't quite, I don't know if we ironed out what we're doing yet, but we're going to be lowering the low end of the, dude, nobody likes the Jixer. Going to be lowering the low end of the respawn timer on Bradley's. So again, don't quote me on this. So instead of 30 to 90 minutes, maybe it's 15 to 90 minutes or something like that. So just something to make them spawn a little quicker. And with less players, that's even better, right? So, ZX7, I remember those. Anyway, so I've seen a lot of scrolling by about how I'm going to do the first 10 people thing. We have a little Discord bot that lets me start. I guess it's made for doing WoW, raids or something like that. But it lets me do a signups thing, I can set the max amount of people. So the first 10 people to react get placed on the left as accepted. And then if more than 10 people react, I think it lists them on the right as standby, I guess, in case one of the people that did it changed their mind, whatever. Anyway, but the point being is it lets me see just, first 10 people to click this, get it. And I'll put that in the announcements channel. So that'll be going up in announcements channel probably in about an hour or so once all this meeting stuff is ironed out and finished. Okay, so let me make sure I covered everything with this. So in a nutshell, again, main one, We'll drop to 100 players. We'll have more raids, more zombies, more plugins, shorter Bradley spawns. Main 2 will have all of those same features with 100 players, and is on the new hardware. Light is switching IPs to better hardware. So with that said, I have booted up Light and Main 2 right now. You cannot play on them. The reason I booted them up is so that you can go ahead and add them to your favorites now. So when all this happens on Force Wipe Day, you don't have to be scrambling trying to find IP addresses and all that kind of crap. So again, both those servers are online right now. I will put the IPs in the channel in 1 second. Just want to make sure that script is working. I definitely don't need the confusion of people trying to play there. And what happened? Okay, cool. So the script kicks you off, but at least it gives you enough time to get on there and favorite the server. All Rust servers, Lasagna Lord, all Rust servers are wiping Thursday. It's the big HDRP update. Which, by the way, the meeting is not over after this. I'm going to take you guys on a tour of our new HDRP map that we've been working really hard on. Can you guys believe there's 146 people in this channel? 2 days before the end of the Force Wipe month, 146 people in a voice channel should tell you guys that we definitely have the population to support this split. 145 people listening, that doesn't count the staff. So there's over 150 people in here. Yeah, I'm not going to show the secret build spot. Okay. This is the part where I make sure. Here's how the rest of the meeting is going to go. Now that we got the announcement out of the way, I'm going to see if the leads have anything. I'm going to see if the admins have anything. I'm going to see if the staff has anything. Then we're going to go to player questions, which is where the staff are going to allow you guys to request to speak. I don't know how that works in these new channels. We're going to have to figure that out. And then that's where we're going to take questions from the players. And as soon as that's done, I'm going to actually flip my stream over to Rust and take you guys on a tour of the new map. So be sure to stick around for that if you'd like to. So passing it to the leads. You guys have anything you need to bring up still? Yeah, no rush. No, you're good. Actually, I have no fear, no hope for Terminus anytime soon. I wish, man. I would actually legit buy a second account for Rust just to play with you guys on that. So on a quick side note, now that Aliana doing a task for me has reminded me of, as you guys all know, anyone who's been around the server for a while know, Force Wipe is extremely difficult and stressful for me and the staff as a whole. Let me not even say me. Let's just say for the staff as a whole. It's very stressful. So on top of that, any Force Wipe where Face Punch makes a big change is even more stressful for me and the staff. And then on top of that, I'm going to be trying to move multiple servers, or not move, but I'm trying to juggle technically 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm juggling a bunch of servers here. I gotta, we got the 2 old ones. Then we got main 2, and we got the new light. So I'm gonna be juggling a bunch of servers. I got to do a lot of stuff. I literally, like, I feel sick to my stomach just talking about it. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, that's how stressed I am about this. So please bear with me on wipe day. This is killing me. You got to understand, Face Punch has literally deleted all our maps by doing what 32BP just said there. All our maps are destroyed. So, 20 plus maps gone. I have to figure out a way to come back up with, every wipe, we got to have a new map. It's incredibly stressful. On top of that, I'm going to be missing 2 leads a lot. I think Drac and Aliana, you guys are both going to be missing in action a bunch, right? During Force Wipe? Or was it Mac? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, she got family coming to town, so I can't and don't want to rely on her because real life comes first for everybody, including the leads. I'm going to be real short staffed. Again, there's no words to describe how stressed I am about this Thursday. So please bear with me. Please understand, I'm a human being. I've got a full-time job. I've got 2 kids. I've got a dog. I've got a wife. I got a house. Yeah. Like, you got on a normal Rust week when I'm not having to deal with all this, I'm still so busy that literally my admins have to yell at me to go eat a meal. Like, that's how much work I put into this. This Thursday is going to make the rest of that look like child's play. Like, this Thursday is going to be a freaking nightmare for me. Like, I literally have warned my wife, hey, I'm probably going to be in a really bad mood Thursday, like, just ahead of time. So just please bear with me. Not only is it going to be stressful, but I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be short a lot of my staff. We've got staff dealing with some personal issues in real life. We got staff that are feeling under the weather. I mean, we're probably going to be down half a dozen staff members, and it's going to be the hardest moment of my Rust career without being down. Yeah. So So 2 things you need to understand. Our support might be a little slow on that day. Getting the server back up on wipe day, it's going to take a couple minutes longer. I'm going to have to reopen the maps because, as you know, the map editor runs off of my local assets. So in other words, whatever my game client has, that's what the map editor runs off of. So when my game client updates on update day, I have to open the map back up again and resave it. I got to re-upload it to Dropbox and then re-tie it into all the server config files. Then I got to copy all the Light stuff over so it's the most recent version of Light, so you guys keep all your RP and stuff. I got a lot of extra stuff I got to do this wipe. So please understand that the servers will be down, good 5-10 minutes longer than typical. Also understand, we preach to you guys every wipe, hey, don't do anything major, don't do anything too serious, don't use up all your kits, don't use up all your votes and stuff yet. Just wait till you get the all clear from me. If that was ever true, it's gonna be 100% true this time. I'm telling you, please listen to our warnings. A lot of stuff is gonna go wrong on Thursday. There's nothing we can do about it. Stuff's gonna break. I can't shut the servers down early because I can't do any of the stuff I'm describing until Facepunch releases the client and server updates and Oxide releases their update. I literally can't do anything until then. So, for those, did he sound like Governor Cuomo to anybody else just then? He sounded like Cuomo to me. Anyway, yeah, but I mean, like the way you slowed down though, use your backpacks. you sound like Cuomo. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, oh, sorry, I was reading people's things. I can't change the go live time to later because the problem being is when you open up Steam, it's going to update your Rust to the most recent client. If the client has been released and I haven't updated the server, now you can't log into our servers. So I have to do it instantly. The people that are joining into the new servers right now, just to bookmark them, yes, you're going to see a lot of your stuff there. Hell, you'll see buildings there even. I just literally copied our server over, and then I changed the configs I need to change. Obviously, a couple configs have to be different, like the server chat going into Discord, that kind of stuff. So I've already copied it. I'm just going to have to recopy it again on wipe day so it's the most current version. So yeah, you're going to see your RP and weird stuff like that, but it's not live. I have to recopy it all again on that day. I've got and with these changes, so every time we make a server or do anything like this, I got to re-add all the different things we have in our online store. So I have completely converted our store to where it has it's not live yet, it's hidden right now, and I'll switch it over on wipe day. It's just one more thing I got to do that day. But our store will be switching that day to where when you go to buy anything on our store, it will now have an option to select which server. So there won't be multiple, it won't be a PvE1, PvE2, PvE Lite. It'll just be kits, ranks, whatever. When you click the one you want, like Vet Gold, it'll show you the Vet Gold thing. You either hit add to basket or subscribe. Speaking of which, let me pause and explain to everybody. We have 2 options in our store for almost all of the things. Oh, not all, but a lot of the things have 2 options. Subscribe, add to basket. If you click add to basket, it donates once, it gives you whatever you donated for, and it's done. If you click subscribe, it's going to do it again in 30 days. That's not some douchebag way of me trying to trick money out of you. That's actually something players requested from me. It didn't used to be that way. And they were like, hey, is there any way we can just subscribe so we don't have to keep remembering to get Vet Gold every, whatever, and we log in and we don't have it, so we got to tab back out and do it again. That's why it's there. It's there because people wanted it. You got to stop getting mad at me because you subscribe instead of one-time purchasing something and acting like it's my fault. It tells you in numerous places, subscribe, subscription, will renew. It says it over and over again throughout the process. So I know we're all in a hurry and nobody reads stuff and everybody just clicks stuff, but it's not my fault. And I get support tickets, I get chargebacks, I get all this crap, and I get penalized for that stuff. And that's not fair. It's not my fault that people aren't reading. So listen, multiple things in our store have subscribe or add to basket. Add to basket is one time. Subscribe means it's going to do it again automatically. Please pay attention and stop blaming me. Anyway, on to the... And they get you banned. Yeah, they fine us for that crap, so... So yeah, so when you go through the process now, I interrupted myself when I got to the subscriber add to basket part, but you do that, yada yada. It'll have a drop down box that says select the server. It will not let you continue if you don't select the server. So there's no messing this up. It'll have Zombieland PVE 1, Zombieland PVE 2, Zombieland Lite. You select your server, and there you go. That's how it works. If you select the wrong server, yes, this has happened. And which is weird because the old way of doing it, you actually had to click the exact server you wanted before you even got to the packages. But anyway, if you pick the wrong server, that's not my fault. You guys gotta stop getting on to me about that stuff. If you do pick the wrong server, don't log in. I can actually alter. I can alter two things. I can alter the dates and I can alter the target server or player. I'm sorry. Let me start that over. I can alter two things. I can alter the target server and I can alter the target player. So if you donate for something and you screw up the server or you pick the wrong thing, don't log in. If you don't once the commands have been executed, I cannot alter them anymore. They're already processed. If they're still pending, I can actually click the edit button and change the target server and stuff like that. Now, don't make a habit out of it, but I'm saying if you screw up, don't log in, come put a support ticket in, let me fix it before you log in. Once you've logged in and it's processed those commands, you're done. The purchase is final. There's nothing I can do about it anymore. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so you select it. That'll be the new way the store works. Again, it's already done. I already configured the whole thing. I just have them hidden right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the old categories and unhide the new ones. And like I said, the only thing that changes is now you can actually just pick your server and it's all in one place instead of having to go through multiple places. So it just makes it much easier for me. Okay, so everything's working out good. Again, just to reiterate, those who are joining late or didn't hear, both these servers are up right now, main number 2 and the new Lite IP. All Lite players, you need to get on Lite and bookmark that new Lite server. On Force Wipe Day, when we make that switch for Lite, I will change the name of the old Lite server to just have old Lite in front of it or something like that, just so you know the difference in your favorites menu. That we don't waste your time logging into the wrong one. So I will change that before I boot back. Matter of fact, admins, please remind me to do that on Wipe Day. I'll change the name of the old Lite server just so that it's more obvious which one's which. I won't have to do that for main number 2 because it's a new server. But yes, yeah, I'll be posting the IPs and stuff in server info here shortly when I do all the other stuff I got to do after the meeting. It'll be a late night for me here, but I'll get them posted tonight. That's all already done and set up. Matter of fact, somebody guessed the big announcement on me the other day. They were like, "Is that why there's another server on the voting website?" I was like, "Oh shit!" Somebody actually called me out on that. So yeah, it's already all configured and set up. They're completely different. That's another thing too. People need to understand they're completely different servers. You vote on main 1, you can't V-claim on main 2. They're completely different servers. Like they're not even related to each other when it comes to that kind of stuff. A matter of fact. Oh, give me a second to unhide it because I have to take focus off of Streamlabs and that makes me stop talking. Anyway, any other lead have anything? I know I keep interrupting and spouting off at the mouth here. Any other lead? Okay. Any ad? Oh, Aliana? Let me real quick before I move on to the admins. Just a hands up, man. Like, you guys like this? I honestly haven't even asked you guys yet what you think. Like, we've put in 2 months of work, 4 digits of money. I mean, we've put in a lot into this. I just hope you guys. I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. I think you guys will have a lot of fun. And honestly, I'm so stressed right now, and I'm so overworked. I just kind of want like the little thumbs up. There you go. They had a little pat on the back there. Good job. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure you guys like this. I don't want to like log out of the meeting and everybody's like, well, screw Zombieland. This sucks. So I'm glad you guys like it. Okay, so. All right, moving on. Any ad? And I see tons of questions scrolling by to me right now. You guys just gotta wait. I can't read that fast and do what I'm doing at the same time here. I promise you'll get a chance to ask me your questions. Just hold on. Any admins have anything? Okay. Any staff have anything? All right. So, what you got, Nim? Ah, there it is. Thank God. I was wondering if you're gonna do that. Hey. Don't forget Wayne Gang. Oh, did you? Okay. No, big shout out to all of them. The new staff have been knocking it out of the park. They've still got a lot to learn and a lot to do. This is not easy. I'm sure all the new staff can definitely tell you it is not freaking easy. We run a pretty tight ship here. We expect our staff to do things by the book with us, so it is definitely not easy. These guys have been working their ass off for it. And also, if you haven't had the pleasure of talking to Stormzy yet, he's got the most awesome voice on the planet. So make sure at some point you do something wrong so he has to come respond to you in game because my God, he has the best voice on the planet. So I took. Come on, Stormzy, what's up? Uh, I told Stormzy he's got to call me every night and read me a bedtime story. Like, you guys ever watch like the documentaries, like the lion attacks the gazelle and blah blah. Like that's what Stormzy sounds like. He sounds like the most perfect freaking like documentary voiceover ever. Oh, it's great. I love his voice. I could listen to that dude all night. Come on, Stormzy, what's up? Stormzy, what you doing, man? What you doing over there, Stormzy? Anyway, okay, I'll leave him alone. So, all right, so no staff. Okay, so I guess we're gonna move to the. What you got, Crow? Our community is just outstanding. So, um, it's unreal. Like honestly, I wish the developers could come watch our server for a day and just be like, "Wait, that's our game? Like, really? People actually are like that?" It's very odd. So anyway, all right, so we're gonna move on to the player question. Does anybody know how this whole new server Discord stage channel thing works? Like, how do you you guys are you guys aware of how to request permission to speak? Okay, so if you leads can handle picking one person at a time to let them ask their question, and I'll handle answering their question to the best of my ability. There you go. Honestly, I would ask him to rotate them back and forth. So basically, what we have with our admins and our staff is I don't know how it's going to go with main number two right now. We still have to discuss that as a whole. But the way it goes right now is we want staff to always be on main because they need to shadow the admins and learn how to do things. And let's face it, that's where most of the problems are with most of the pop. With main number two, I don't know how that divide is going to actually work out right now. But with admins, we encourage them to play a wipe here, play a wipe there type thing. Because you guys know our admins get to actually play. Um, with main number two, first of all, you all probably know Nim has just been kicking ass and holding down light pretty much by herself for months now. Like if any of you guys are light players, you guys owe her a huge props. I mean, she's taken so much off the rest of our plates by holding down light. Yeah, I know some of the staff jump over there and help her out with stuff, but she is just every time I am conscious, she is literally on light taking care of stuff. So yeah, I know that's why I corrected myself. But yeah, Nim is just kicking ass over there on light. So you guys, props to you guys having such a kick ass admin over there. But as far as main one and main two, we try to get our admins to kind of rotate back and forth, especially leads too. So John Pay um, will have to stick around on the whatever server the leads tell him to stick around on right now, just because he's still as a staff member. Once he or if he depends on how much piss he gets out of his pool. Once he gets promoted to lead ad or not to lead but to admin, full admin, he can make the choice of flip flopping between the servers, maybe play a wipe here, play a wipe there type thing. It's really up to him at that point. So I'm not sure, but for now, his pool parties would be on main one because that's where we have him at. You got anything else, Dolby? All right, cool. Mac, you want to move on to the next? Yeah. I appreciate it, man. That's the kind of feedback I like to hear. It's positive stuff. I love positivity. So thank you. All right. I guess he didn't want to kill him. Yep. Me? Honestly, honestly, no, I know what you're getting at. I really appreciate it. Honestly, my staff has done an outstanding job of taking care of me. There's been, I think, 2 or 3 occasions now over the years where they've just pitched in and got me something. I think last time was a couple $100 to take my wife out to a really fancy restaurant, which I did. Had a great time. And then they got me they got, they got me last year. They got me a $75 gift card to Dairy Queen. How the fuck am I gonna eat $75 worth of Dairy Queen? But let me tell you, oh, it's down to about 18. So they my staff take care. Honestly, I appreciate it, and just you guys having I'm not rich, definitely not rich. But I consider myself successful because my bills get paid when they come in the mail. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I rate my standing in society is I pay them when they come in the mail, so that's good enough for me. You know, I live a modest life, and honestly, the fact that you guys have this much fun on a freaking server that I created, I mean, literally just from tabbing out of Rust and googling how do I make a Rust server, and it's come this far. You hear all them subs now in the background, but the just I don't. All I need is for you guys to have fun. That's it. You guys to have fun. You know what? My birthday is next month. How about that? I'll put that out there. My birthday is next month. You guys want to all pitch in as a server and give me something? There you go. But other than that, I just have fun. I just have fun with you guys having a good time on my server, man. I think you guys underestimate it just because of how pissy and irritated I can get when people are acting stupid or I'm trying to deal with a face punch. But you guys have brought so much joy to my life over the last couple of years. Put on the same scale with the stress, and the stress doesn't even come close to how much joy you guys have brought me. Just the compliments and the people telling us how great the server is and all that kind of stuff. Like you guys, that's a gift enough for me right there at all. And like I said, my staff takes pretty good care of me. Actually, they take good care of my wife. It's rarely. Yeah, the amount of times I've gotten up at 3 o'clock in the morning to fix something on the server, and my wife's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, so the staff actually takes care of my wife more than me, just because. Yeah, just she's so. My wife is so tolerant of these things. I mean, like y'all gotta understand, man. There's been times like we're on a beach vacation and I'm literally inside working on the server and my family's on the beach. Like it's bad. So as long as my wife's happy, I'm happy. That's all that matters. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on, what y'all did, but I don't. The problem is I'm so new. I'm so new to Twitch. I don't know what any of this shit scrolling by means. I just see all these little dings and hear all these noises. So whatever it is, can I just give like a I don't even know what it does. Like, can I just give like a thank you? I don't. I know. I've seen Twitch streams where like, yeah, mash that like button. So I don't know. Mash whatever. Ma- oh God, I don't know if you guys want to see me in a hot tub. I'm old, but whatever you guys are mashing, keep mashing it. I appreciate it. I guess it's good because it makes a lot of noise in the background. And oh, okay, well, you guys realize my Twitch is just tied right into the same PayPal as the server, so it's all good. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, whatever. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this for the fun and bringing joy to people's lives. Believe it or not, I don't want to get on a long spiel. I know you guys are anxious. Um, when I became a cop, I became a cop because I actually like helping people. I know in today's politics and society that's unbelievable, but I'm an old school cop. And when I became a cop, I legit just enjoy helping people and making people's lives better. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm an asshole. I've got my streak. I definitely have my streak, but I really like making people happy. So anyway, I got off on a huge tangent with her question. I appreciate that though. I appreciate that a lot. Go ahead. Yep, I know. Next person. No, that's a great point, and I'm gonna put this out to the admins too. If any when these tickets do start rolling in, because obviously people will be switching to two and putting tickets in about this whole vet gold thing, make sure you as admins and myself too, let them know exactly what Only Focus just said. That's a great point. You will need to cancel that through your PayPal. We can even gladly put like some in the announcements channel or something, put some screenshots to show you guys how to do it. But you really just go in there, you go to like I think activity, and you hit manage subscriptions or something like that. Is that right, Eliana? Yeah, so you again, we'll be willing to help anybody with it. Matter of fact, we won't close a ticket out until we know that's been taken care of. That goes to all admins, so make sure you guys are paying attention right now. When we're doing the whole vet gold switch thing for somebody, I have to set up the whole coupon to get them the vet gold on the new server, but we need to make sure that they get themselves canceled out if they subscribed on the old server so that they don't get a recurring charge, because then we got a whole new can of worms we got to deal with. So that's a very good point. But yeah, we'll get it all taken care of. We'll make sure everything is hunky dory before we close down the support ticket. Okay. Absolutely. Put in the suggestions so I don't forget, please. Great idea. I like the fact that they add a new element to the fighting, but at the same time, it's really freaking annoying, and it's not something that's part of vanilla Rust, and it's kind of rude to do to players on PvP. So I agree with you on that one. Yeah, and they're everywhere, in the bags and the lag and all that stuff. Yeah, I consider it. Fox Lord, I just happened to see his go by real quick. I look through the suggestions when I can. Sometimes, like when I'm eating my bagel for breakfast, and I'm trying to get caught up on work, I'll scroll through, and if I see some I know for a fact I'm not going to do, I'll decline them. If your suggestions are still there in that channel, that means I'm at least considering it. How about that? Some of these things. Matter of fact, one of the suggestions I am going to take. I just couldn't take it until I did this announcement. But just know that I do pay attention to the suggestions. Some of them are sitting because I'm trying to figure out ways to do it, or if I'm going to do it. And so, if the longer they sit there, the more chance they have of actually going through. Next, man, look, I tell you what, I'm not going to go off on another tangent, but I used to think Quetzal was just another kid and just annoying teenager and blah blah. Quetzal, man, I am very impressed with you with everything you've done lately around here. So good job, man. You mean the ones that I was talking about earlier? Yeah, no, we have a whole suite of admin plugins. Believe it or not, in the server's history, the first plugin I purchased with real money, back when back when the whole server was on my credit card, um, was an admin tool. Yeah, we have a lot of admin tool plugins, tons of admin tool plugins. Okay, next we got we got people waiting for a map preview tonight. So oh, that was the question. Because the players on light would kill me. I mean, to put it simply. Yeah, yeah. The light players, man, they just you got those people that some people like single player games, some people like MMOs. The light people, they kind of like their own little, they like their little real quiet, real sparsely populated server. And I promised it to them, and I promised them I wouldn't screw that up. So I'm going to keep my word to it. As long as there's players there, I'll keep it like it is. So. And if I had to, I could always bring up a second light too. But it really boils down to the fact that I want to keep my light players happy because. Only on their respective server. Yep. Yep. Because killing zombies is what Zombieland's all about. Uh, well, honestly it goes back to how we started. So I keep a very detailed count on how many NPCs we have at any given time because I have a certain limit for performance reasons. So when we first opened these servers and we had under 100 players, we had an average of about 300 to 400 NPCs on the map at all times. Right now, I have us capped at 150 on main. With the increase to zombie hordes, the extra zombie hordes, let's see, a horde starts with 6. There's going to be 9. So the extra zombie hordes will add 44 more NPCs. If I left the regular NPC count where it is, which I have plans to, I wasn't changing that. So that takes 150 cap NPCs and adds 44 more to them. It puts us at 194 NPCs total. Now you got to understand that counts everything. That counts monument zombies, that counts custom NPCs at monuments, it counts all that stuff. So we used to have 300 to 400 NPCs on the map at all times. Once our population broke 100 and we got so packed that it was causing performance issues and I had to drop the NPCs down to half, which is 150 maximum, adding 44 more is going to put us around 190 NPCs, which is still 110 less than we started with on this server until we broke 100 players. So it's actually putting us back to our roots. Well, I mean, the intended experience is fighting NPCs and zombies. I mean, it's literally the name of the server. Again, like Aliana said, we have players that you can go the whole day and not see a single zombie. Um, I I think you might be overestimating the amount of zombies that this is going to increase. It's not. Yeah, and you have to understand how few hordes there are right now on main. Yeah, I know. I've flown with you in your minicopter when you're hunting them, but right now main is set to 4 to 6 hordes total on the entire map. 4 to 6 hordes, and a horde starts with 4 to 5 zombies. So that literally that means with 150 players, there could only be 16 zombies on the entire map at any given time. Obviously, you know, the longer they sit, the bigger they can grow. But there's barely any zombies on there right now. No, I highly doubt that. Yeah, I'm changing the config to increase the amounts, but that doesn't mean they're just going to just start exploding all over the place. Yeah, the reason it's being done like that is because if I can copy the same config for 3 servers, that's the same as me just having one server. So it makes my life a whole lot easier. Like I said, I've seen you kill zombies. I know you can kill them plenty with plenty of skill. I've literally flown in your minicopter and watched you do it. Anybody that plays on light, they have 50 players, so half the players, and they have that same config that we're about to get on main. So half the players in the same amount of zombies. And what happened? Oh, did I lose sound? Oh, sorry. You can ask anyone on light. They have half the players at 50, and they already have this config. Like I'm just copying the config over from light. So they already play like this, and they have half the actually they have a third of the players right now that we have, but they have half the players of what main is going to have, and they've already got this exact config of zombie hordes. And the light players will tell you right now they have a great time. They don't get wrecked as new players. They don't get wrecked on wipe day, and they actually enjoy it. From at least from the feedback I've gotten from light players, I see some of them in the chat right now talking. So it's not as bad as it probably sounds. You're not going to get steamrolled by zombies. And that's funny. Sorry. Yeah, you can always you guys know you can always approach us. So you can always approach us for anything. Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate that appreciation, man. It makes all this work we put in a lot more tolerable when people realize what we're doing and appreciate the fact that we do it. By the way, for the rest of you, while we're still doing these Q and A's, I'm booting up my client here to start the map tour. I'm probably just going to start flying around on the map while I'm answering questions. That way, we can kill two birds with one stone here. What's up? Oh, yeah. So I'll do it as quickly as I can. So bear with me. I'm gonna speak like Aliana right now, real fast. Um, Facepunch offers 2 types of configurations for a server. This is not a mod. It's not a plugin. It's actually vanilla. It's built into the game. Um, you basically have 2 options you can set your server to: flat rate or tiered rate. Flat rate means upkeep cost this much resources per hour per whatever. Tiered has 4 brackets, and I'm just making up these numbers because I don't have the config open in front of me right now. But let's just say 0 to 150 blocks is one tier, 151 to 300 is another tier, yada yada yada. And then the 4th tier is whatever and higher. So let's say like 750 blocks and above. When you go into a new tier, your upkeep is higher for the per block. So in other words, if let's say for tier 1 it's 10 wood per wood block, and then you go up to tier 2 because you made your base so big that it got you into that next bracket. Now it could be 12 wood per wood block instead of 10 wood per wood block. So as your base size increases, it puts you in what we call a new tax bracket. And when you get in those new tax brackets, your upkeep gets higher. Yeah, and it has nothing to do with players or TC. It's literally building blocks. Just think of Minecraft. Every time you put down, a stone block and it counts them, and if you have more than a certain number, it puts you into the next bracket. Exactly. I'm pretty sure half walls and yeah, I'm pretty sure it just counts as half walls, walls, whatever. I don't think it goes by full walls. I think it just goes by if you place an item. That's not an item, but if you build one chunk, that's one block. Dude, love every bit of that. I love it. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's why these people are the admins. I've been saying it since day one that the success of our server is because of the fact that our admin team is so good. And then of course our community feeds off of that energy, and they're just as good too, as you have already seen. So it's incredible. Hey, real quick before he kicks you out of the channel, where are you from? Okay, I knew you up north. Perfect. Love it. Oh, screw that. Okay, we gotta move. We gotta move on quickly, man. I really love the feedback, dude. Thank you so much, and welcome to the server. I hope you stay. And real quick before he goes, everybody waiting for the map preview. I am loaded in. I'm giving myself some fuel and a minicopter and stuff here while I'm trying to answer questions, and I will switch my stream over to that screen here in just a second, so you guys can watch the new map. I won't be able to talk while I'm doing it that much, so I'll have to land and answer questions and stuff. But you'll at least be able to see some stuff. And then when I'm done answering questions, I'll be able to fully fly around and show stuff. Go ahead, dude. So first of all, I want one of my admins to find this kid on whatever server he plays on and give him a golden egg immediately. Um, oh my god, this is literally my favorite player in the history of our server now. Anyway, so no, dude, I don't know what your parents are doing, but they're doing it right, dude. You sound like a good kid. I'm serious. Coming from a father of a 26-year-old and a 15-year-old, they're doing a good job, man. You sound like a really good kid. Um, the events, absolutely. Like I said, we're down like half a dozen staff right now because of just personal sickness. I mean, hell, COVID vaccines making people sick. We have all kinds of crap going on right now with the admins. And then, of course, the hell that's going with trying to set up these new servers. You know, we've been working on this for a long time behind the scenes and keeping it secret. So we've just been really slammed. And the fact that we have to remake all our maps now is a nightmare too. So we definitely have more admin events planned soon. I think last night, actually, some of the staff were coming up with a really cool new idea. We were going to do a, I don't know if they want me to spill it right now, but I think it's so funny. I'm going to anyway. Is like what's that game show, the taxi trivia with the taxi cat? Yeah, dude, the cash cab. We're thinking about doing like a cash cab thing where you ride around and answer trivia questions and get prizes and stuff. And like, oh, it's gonna be great. But so we definitely have more events planned. Again, apologies that we've slacked on it a little bit. We've been stupid busy behind the scenes with all this changes going on in the maps. On top of that, you guys are all getting races. I don't know how many of you. I'll touch on this real quick since he asked. I don't know how many of you guys have ever played the racetracks on light, but every map there's basically minicopter, boat, horse, car races. The car races are hilarious too because we can actually design the modular cars that are used in them, but it's all automated. So what you'll see like you might be walking around, you'll see these race rings start sprouting up all over up in the on the road or in the sky, and that's the race loading. And what it does is every half hour it randomly picks one of our pre-designed racetracks and loads it, and then all the players can type /race join, and it automatically teleports you into the race, into a vehicle. You're in God mode, so you can't die while you're doing it. You don't lose any of your stuff. You do the race. The top 3 people that place in the race get RP as prizes, and then when the race is over, it teleports you back to where you were doing in the first place. So it's literally no loss, no time wasted. You get to go have fun in a race and then go back to what you were doing, and it's a lot of fun. So that plugin is going to be on all servers starting on the Force Wipe. It's already on light. I don't want to tell you guys to go try it out there because the light people will kill me, but it's a lot of fun. So that racing events will already be taken care of, and then the other events, like I said, the admins will definitely be throwing more events soon. Okay, so somebody find this kid and give him a golden egg. I love that he started off with a little props to the police there. That's great. Good kid, good kid. All right, next person. No, thank you, man. That was awesome. Yeah, we'll get something added like that to the FAQs. That'll be helpful. Oh, awesome stuff, man. Love it. I'm gonna be I'm gonna switch the stream over to show the map preview. Through my stupidity, I forgot to launch my Streamlabs as administrator, which means if I lose focus on that window, I can't talk with my push to talk. So you probably won't be able to hear me much. I'll have to like land or click out of the game real quick to talk, it looks like. But I'm gonna fly around, show you guys the map, and if you guys don't know the link to the stream, if you aren't already watching it. Oh yeah, we got to give out the meeting awards too. Is anybody on light able to handle that? Okay, so I'm gonna assume you guys are gonna do it at town like we normally do, or okay. So those online that are in this meeting right now, go to town and line up single file in front of the admin that is on your server. Light will be Nemesis and main will be Eliana. Some of the other admins will be watching you, so don't try to get back in the back of the line again after you get your prize. But just get in a single file line. No need to get pushy or crazy. Everybody's going to get their prize. And they will hand you your prize. And then once they do, just teleport out of there, go back home or whatever. You got time. The same thing we always do, the golden egg. You got time to log in. It's going to take them a minute to spawn things in and go through the line of people. So yeah, you got a minute to log in. And again, I'm gonna start streaming the new map. I'm gonna switch that over right now. I'll take my time at first. That way you guys can get your prizes and then tab back over to watch the new map. I know some of you are wanting to get in there and get your prize, so I'll slowly fly around the map at first and save some of the good stuff for a little bit later. And by the way, those who are watching the map preview, if you have any questions or comments, I do have the stream chat open on my other monitor. I cannot see the Discord channel right now. So if you're asking me stuff or saying stuff to me about the map, do it in the stream chat because, like I said, I cannot see Discord right now with myself tabbed in like this. Just to double check, you guys in my stream cannot hear me right now, right? Or can you? Oh, sweet. Okay, well, I guess it does work in Rust. It just didn't like Discord for some reason. So, perfect. So I can talk to you while I'm flying around. Again, I'm just going to take my time and just kind of show you stuff while I wait, let people get their prizes in the game. Or if they want to see the map, they don't miss out on it. We're done with questions. Which one of my admins came in here and built a penis? I figured. Okay, so anyway, this is HDRP. Let me get down close to the grass and the rocks. That's honestly the coolest looking part of it all. The map building was pretty much the same, honestly. It just sucks having to learn all the new assets and stuff. You got specific rocks and stuff that were your favorite to use to build things with. They're all gone now. You gotta come up with new things to build with. So it's a pain, but I'm not gonna lie. As pissed as I am, it looks really good. It really looks good, as you can see. And actually, my graphics are down to about half. They're not even full. Yeah, the FPS isn't bad. Mine are right now because not only do I have all my stream stuff open, I got all kinds of other stuff open for work and blah blah blah, and map editor. So I got a lot going on. My frames probably suck in my stream right now, but the frames in the game are not that bad. But of course, you have to remember this is on a testing server that has no players, no player entities. So, I mean, things are going to run differently once we get packed. So one cool thing you'll notice is, yeah, they do, is you'll notice that they have like snow on the nodes. That's kind of cool. I don't remember seeing that before. Maybe I just don't rely on that. Yeah, my stream frames look terrible. It's nothing to do with the game at all. Like my actual game right now is running pretty smooth. I have so much open right now. Stream Labs is just choking to death. Did manage to save the heli tower. I'm sure you guys will be excited about that. There it is. As you can see, the rocks and the mountains and the snow, it looks a lot more realistic now. It's honestly kind of funny when I've been spending so much time working on this map and working on the testing HDRP server here that when I log back into main old school Rust, I'm like, ugh, what is this crap? It's kind of funny. I can't really test like the monuments and stuff. Yeah, Flow Rider. That heli tower, it's a custom built heli tower I made. Honestly, I originally made it to just try to curb all the heli towers that the players build, but it's actually really freaking overpowered and epic because it's invincible because it's it's part of the map. It can't be destroyed. So not only is it invincible, but I made it out of glass up here so you can really get a good view of the heli no matter where it goes. And of course you get the little slits that you can shoot through, as you can see. I even made the ceiling have glass so you can see when he goes overhead, which way he's going. So it's a pretty epic little town. It's become quite popular. Yeah, honestly, we don't even need that heli tower now. It was originally done to solve all the heli towers, burning people's bases down with heli crashes. But, like I said, people like it so much, I keep it in there. Less entities if they use the heli tower. Nice flying. Thanks, kitten. I actually fly in real life, so I always tell everybody it's kind of cheating. I've got a lot of experience flying helicopters in real life. Well, not a lot of experience compared to actual helicopter pilots, but I've got, I think, as of 2 weeks ago when I went on a flight, I think I've got 284 hours now in rotorcraft. I'm going to get towards some of the cooler stuff now. Hopefully some people have gotten their prizes that wanted to see the map. I guess I'll save that for last. Aliana's little paradise. So this is the haunted forest. I'm gonna have to get off my heli for this one because it's real tight in here. Hold on, I gotta turn the daytime darker. Oh yeah, look at that. Anyway, this is the dark forest. Valley, there it is. Your new house. Oh, and as you guys can see, we do have the train tunnels. I guess you guys already saw that on the map preview. There are train tunnels. Yeah, they're a pain. Now that we have to make all our maps from scratch again, I mean, we'll have now that we have to start over again, we'll have train tunnels on pretty much all the maps. I see the reason why Yeah. Don't judge what I'm showing you right now as far as how difficult or easy things are going to be. None of the custom stuff works until Oxide update is released on patch day. So what that means is there's no custom NPCs. There's none of the keycard doors work. Now the funny thing is, they work if I load the map up on the old version of Rust, like our normal test server. But then of course all the rocks are missing and all the new stuff is messed up. So we've been having to test on 2 separate servers. If we want to test custom stuff like NPCs and custom monuments and zombies and all that crap, we got to go on the old server where most of the terrain is missing. Hell, some of the monuments are even missing, like launch site is just completely gone. But then if we want to test the actual map, like the rocks and the launch site being there, we got to come on this server. So it's been a real pain in the ass having to hop back and forth to test things. Like if I was on the main server or on the main test server, oops, the old I jumped out. I'm gonna put a support ticket in now. But if I was on the if I was on the test server where all the NPCs and stuff are, launch site wouldn't even be there. It would just be a giant hole in the map. It's pretty funny, honestly. No, it'll be fine. Once the update is released on Thursday, I'll be able to just use our regular test server for everything. Basically, the problem being is, all the custom stuff, when I make custom monuments, all the wiring and all the stuff that allows them to work, like the keycard doors and all the electronics, and then of course all our NPCs are also run by plugins. So all that stuff's run by plugins, including the NPCs and everything else. Plugins have to have Oxide to run. Oxide can only run on the latest version of Rust. Well, the latest version of Rust that's released is not HDRP, so that's the issue. To test, so to run plugins, I gotta be on the old version of Rust, the current version of Rust, which is what we're running on the real server. But to test the HDRP stuff, I gotta run the staging branch version of Rust, which is what this is. The trees look really good in this. I did make numerous, is that an admin flying by? Who's over there? It's gotta be virus. Don't worry. I did make raid base islands on here so that we have guaranteed spawns for raid bases. Like players can't build them. So, of course, I did that right as we're going to lower the pop, and we probably don't have that problem anymore. Heli crashes. Yeah. Exactly. No, heli crashes are not PvPs. Yeah, we prefab stuff up. I mean, like my heli tower I just showed you guys. When I built that, I save it as one thing, like one prefab collection type thing. So yeah, like to put the heli tower on another map, it's just literally drag and drop, and then make sure the terrain lines up correctly. So it's not that hard once I've built something. The problem is that this HDRP stuff is pretty much yeeting half our stuff to where it's just gone. Like it just don't exist anymore. So we're having to rebuild everything. Yeah, I saw your suggestion about the skyscraper thing earlier. Not at the moment. I'm not going to be messing with that. I will put more skyscrapers on maps again, I promise. Okay, I guess hopefully the people got their prizes and are watching now. I'm going to show you guys Zombie Island. It's kind of cool looking, so hopefully nobody's missing out on it. Just lightning and thundered outside, and my dog crawled under my desk. Oh, of course, my dog's always under my desk. No, it's not complaining. The dog's cute, man. The dog's cute. He's a loving dog, that's for sure. Anyway, this is Zombie Island. Again, there's no zombies or NPCs because of the whole thing I just explained with the 2 servers. But trust me, there's a lot of zombies down there. pretty funny. Even the loot doesn't show up without the oxide thing. This is Zombie Island. This is a place you do not want to go alone. When everything is live, there's just massive amounts of zombies down there, and some ranged ones too with SARS, so they're pretty deadly. Harder than the Alcatraz one? I don't know. Puzzle wise, the Alcatraz one is definitely harder. Zombie wise, this one will be harder. It's really, yeah, it's. Zombie Island, that's another great thing about the server thing we're doing, is that it gives me the freedom now to increase the amount of NPCs I can utilize for monuments and stuff. I can do all kinds of things. It opens a lot of doors for me. Stuff we used to do a long time ago, but we had to stop because the population got so high. But yeah, Zombie Island used to be a nightmare, man. We used to run like 4 to 6 person raids there, just even as admins. I'd like, hey, who wants to go to Zombie Island? And we'd all get together and go. And I mean, like, oh my god, it'd be like 20 deaths. Like, everybody would just die over. Yeah, 20 deaths with only 6 players. Like, it was just crazy. So Zombie Island can get nasty. But it's just hard to get creative with them, though. I don't want it to always just be an island with a big zerg of zombies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to get creative with it, so I try to switch it up. Sometimes it's more puzzle-based. Sometimes it's more, you know, just swarm of zombies-based. Sometimes it's both. It's just, you know, I try to switch it up. I can tell you the map after this one, Zombie Island's more like a dungeon. I don't know how many of you guys have been around that long. Remember the old Zombie Island that I did that was like a dungeon a while ago? A long time ago? Like a labyrinth, and different pathways you can go, and then there's a boss at the end. So the next map is going to be like that. This map is that island you just saw with the junkyard hands and stuff. I really do like what they did with the rocks and stuff. They look a lot better. I've said that like 30 times, but they look good. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure I remembered to make the fresh water. I'm pretty sure I did. I'll double check. Booyah, look at that. What would you guys do without me? Other than build on the river. Yeah, this definitely looks better than current best. They did a good job with like the light scattering, like the way it shines off into the sand and the mud and stuff. Especially if I turn off water, look at the mud. It's all shiny looking. Yeah, I made all the oceans freshwater so people would quit crowding the rivers so much. And yes, food does grow. Look, see, there's some corn right there. God, there's a lot of damn nodes, man. We're going to have to tone these back before we go live, Drac. I don't know about this. Jesus. Look at all these damn nodes. I'm gonna have to go back in the map editor and delete some node spawns, man. You guys are too damn spoiled. Alright, let me go over this way and then I'll show you some actual cool little monument things. Again, the electronics on the monuments don't work, but I can at least, you know, kind of show you. I already passed the nodes, so there were a bunch back there. The sand looks a lot better in HDRP too. I like the way the desert looks. It's more realistic. Oh, I just ran out of fuel. I forgot I'm in, there's no plugins on this HDRP server. So my stack sizes are vanilla. So I used to just throw in like, you know, a couple thousand fuel in the mini calculator. Good thing I was flying low, huh? I was wondering why it just dropped like that. So it's a funny story while I'm flying here. A long time ago, like on our first or second map ever, like when I was still learning map stuff and Rust stuff and how to add them. We had this map in that I did, and we kept having players just reporting that they would fly along and their mini would just drop out of the sky for no reason. I'm like, what the hell? Dude, we were checking plugins, we were checking everything. We couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. And it always kept happening around the same area that we noticed. So I went over there and tried it myself, and sure enough, my mini just suddenly crapped out on me, like it ran out of fuel and just fell out of the sky. And the problem is over the ocean, so you lost your mini, you had to swim back, and finally figured it out. So I put a trench on the ocean floor, like with this underwater stuff that you could do, not realizing that the mini flight ceiling is capped not over sea level, but over terrain level. So the big trench in the ocean floor was causing the flight ceiling to suddenly just drop like a rock. And so people were flying along, and the problem is like in the perfect spot, like where it was between multiple monuments, so people would always be flying in that path. Oh my God, it was a nightmare. You were around back then? You remember that? It was like on the southwest side of the whole continent or something like that. You remember? Like on the far southwest side. It just drops out of the sky for no reason. The hardest part about being an admin is figuring out why shit's not working sometimes. Because, like, you know, if you don't know that that's how the flight ceiling works, you have no clue. You're like, why the hell are minis just dropping out of the sky over here? And at first you think the players are just full of shit. You know, like, oh, you ran out of fuel. Don't be stupid. And then you try it yourself and you look like an asshole because it happens to you too. Oh, it was the worst. Here's the monument nobody ever uses, except Boomstick. Oh, here's the PvP arena too. If I have time, maybe I'll take the stream over to Light and show them what the racetracks and what gun game and arena stuff looks like. That's coming to all servers on Forcefight. They might be interested to see what that stuff looks like. This is the PvP arena, which is where those games are played. So it's just like a big free-for-all, team deathmatch, capture the flag, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll probably do that. It all depends on what time, how quickly I get through this. I might head over to Light and show it off real quick. You know what? But behind the scenes, I looked at my clock to see when the wife was leaving home when I said that. Happy wife, happy life. I want to go to the lake this weekend, and I can't go without her, so I gotta keep her happy. She's not a big lake person, so I keep her happy. She'll go to the lake with me. This is a cool little monument here. It'll have a... Oh shit, it's got sand. Forgot about that. Okay, well, this monument has SAMs. Just so you don't do what I was just doing and try to cheat and fly to the top of it. But because it's a puzzle, you have to figure out which building to go into first and find the fuse and find the key card and all that good stuff. There'll be a bunch of NPCs here, of course, when we're not on the test server. Got little jump puzzles and little key card stuff. It's pretty cool. And again, it's got SAMs so you guys don't cheese it. Not that you guys would ever cheese a monument. Yeah, there's a lot of nodes. There aren't any nodes. I'm not going to nerf the nodes. It's okay. Honestly, I'm so far done with this map, I'm already having to think about Mac is helping me do the second map, and I'm already going to start considering the third map. You guys gotta understand, normally we barely, in the past, the entire life of this server, we've always tried to squeeze one new map out per month. And even then, I've failed at that sometimes. You know, if it's a holiday month and I'm going on vacation and stuff like that. Look at all them damn nodes, Jesus Christ. So even trying to make one new map a month was a major struggle for us. And right now, we have to make a new map every month. Like, this is gonna be a nightmare. And with that said, you guys just bear with me. You're probably going to find map bugs and map glitches. Just report them to us so we can put them in the queue to be fixed. You're definitely going to find things wrong. We just don't have enough time to make these perfect. We're trying the best we can. It's either that or we do proc gen maps with nothing custom at all, and that would suck. Here's the airfield. Animal spawns are just by rust. There's certain topologies that certain type of animals will spawn, like bears spawn, you know, typically near forests or mountains. Deer spawn typically near plains or forests, you know, stuff like that. And it's just all randomly generated by rust itself. I don't actually pick like animal spawns. Look at all these damn nodes. I don't know, man. I may have to go back and nerf this. I'm just kidding. It's a forest wipe. Your guys' Z levels will be pretty decent, manageable level. So. Have fun farming all these nodes, that's for sure. Let's go check out this mine. Honestly, I think they might have fixed that whole animal migration thing. That plagued us for so long. Oh my god, it's such a nightmare. I can tell you as a staff, like the first year of this server, we every day as a staff we would fly around the map and go to the eastern side of the map and kill all the animals so that they would respawn elsewhere. I don't know if they still do that whole migrating east thing. I think Face Punch may have fixed that. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it, but let me give myself a flashlight. Yeah, I'll go zoom in on the animal here in a second. We can see what they look like. Sure. That's where we're going last, right there. ZL Country Club. Oh yeah. John Pay's favorite place. Alright, so here's one of the custom monuments. Again, this thing will be full of NPCs. You know, like I said, none of the custom stuff works as far as plugins go. Electronics and NPCs aren't going to be working on this HCRP server right now. So, but when it goes live, everything will be normal. There'll be NPCs here. I love this little view right here. Check this out. Isn't that cool? Good stuff. Yeah, they may still migrate. Honestly, I'm just guessing because I haven't seen a lot of complaints about it. But at the same time, now that I think about it, our server population, you know, is tenfold what it was back when I'm describing when we used to have to do that. So it could not be the fact that they fixed it. It could just be the fact that players are killing the damn animals so quick that it's not a problem anymore. So yeah, you're probably right. They probably did not fix it. But, you know, having a higher pop kind of takes care of itself. Oh, sorry, that monument? That's the research bunker. It goes in more places. I just didn't go through the whole thing. I don't want to show off everything. Give everything away. Clipping through walls and stuff like that. Let's go over to Dome. There's actually something cool going on with Dome. So, as you guys know, they changed Dome a lot. They made it really easy now. So I'm going to fix that right there. There's supposed to be a rock right there that those are attached to. Anyway, so this is actually a handmade Dome. Old school Dome. We'll call it Dome Classic. This is the Dome you guys are used to. Handmade piece by piece to be Dome Classic. But it's got a little twist to it. I don't know. I just know that the new dome is way different. It has a lot of stuff down here is different, and then inside, the whole jump puzzle is like nerfed. Like you don't even have to. This jump puzzle, where'd it go? Yeah, right here. This jump right here. There's a freaking ramp going across now. You don't have to make that jump anymore. So this is a. I say it's a custom dome because it's Dome Classic. Anyway, but then there's also this down here. If you ever want to get rid of Aliana, send her down here. And she'll never be seen again. Yeah. During map testing, Aliana got lost as hell in here. I mean, like, wait. Look, hold on, wait. Okay, so this is where you come into the monument right here, right? I want you to watch this, Aliana, because I told you this. All right, look, you come into the monument. There's an arrow right there that tells you where to go. So she went to the right and got lost. Oh, look, I'm so lost. I don't know where I'm going. Like it goes pretty far to this way, too. The wrong way goes a long way. So she's wandering around lost. I'm like, how did you get lost? There's a freaking arrow. Anyway, we have good times testing. So this is all underneath dome. Some cool stuff. All right, look, dog, get off my leg. There'll be a bunch of NPCs down here to fight, you know, the typical stuff. There's a fuse in here somewhere. I'm not going to show you where it is. It's a maze. You got to find the fuse, hit this key card, go through this door. Hopefully don't drop down this too fast. There's a ladder, obviously. Come down here. Oh, Aliana, did you see I added this? Look at the street. Oh yeah, I don't know why it's on a delay. That's so weird. It's unchecked on my setting. No, he already knows. Yeah, he definitely loves it. Let me get the let me get inside the poo water. Anyway, this is kind of cool. A little underwater monument here, some loot, stuff like that to do, and kind of like a little maze to get through. Come up here, catch your breath. Anyway, it's just a neat little monument. The hell was just shooting at me? Oh, Mac, are you still on this channel? Okay. Remind me to delete the NPC placeholders on this map, or people are going to have a lot of NPCs to fight. Shut up. Oh, that must be virus shooting at me. I was like, what the hell? Why is there an NPC? I just got done telling everybody there's no NPCs right now. Yeah, I do gotta delete the NPC placeholder. When I'm making a map, I place these, they're NPC spawners. And all they can do is spawn blue scientists. Nothing custom, nothing special. But, oh shit, I forgot about Dome. Anyway, I place NPC spawners just to kind of remind myself where I want to put NPCs when I'm doing the plugin side of things. Like our custom NPCs are actually designed in-game, not in the map editor. So I put these little placeholders to remind myself where I want NPCs. And if I don't delete those placeholders, you're going to have double the NPCs. You'll have the blue scientist placeholder ones, and you'll have the custom ones. And that would just be a lot of fun. And then Frodo would kill me. I had this thing on the map many moons ago. Back in a big swamp, it was the best thing to scrap because no one ever went down there. What was it? I'm trying to remember what you're talking about there. Alright, Aliana, I'm gonna go show him the country club. Oh, let me show him town first. Town's right here. The water in there. No. Oh yeah. Yeah, especially the little things like this, just like the grass and like all this stuff. It's just they did like I said, they did a good job. Really pissed about how they did it, but they did a good job. So here's town. There's one of my admins that's over here slacking off instead of adminning the servers. This guy right here. Here's town. Look, I added this for you guys in town. Oh, my stream is on a 15-second delay, so you'll see it when you see it. RP is used in /s store. I can't show you on the stream because I'm on the HTRP server with no plugins. But yeah, so in town we got you a little scrap vendor. We got you a little gambling spot here. Got all your typical vending machines and stuff like that. Your scrap things, your workbench, research table, yada yada yada. Got all that good stuff. Even got you the helipad and the heli vendor in town, so you can buy yourself a scrap copter from in town. You see that, right, Roots? Iris is a slacker. No, you cannot use our... Well, I mean, if you become a veteran, you can spawn your own personal copter. Later, John P. Alright, yeah, you notice he's leaving because he knows I'm going to show off the ZL Country Club right now. Oh, I flew the right way. We don't need any bugs. You can't find bugs on the map on here. There's no plugins on this one. Oh, you're talking about the actual... I got you. Well, then how come you didn't report this right up here? Look, you watching the stream? How come you didn't report this? This is a glaring bug. Huh? Look at that. Yeah. That's because I'm talking through Discord. Yeah, but... Oh, I hope I can't crash into it. Yeah, I can. There, you can probably see it now. I don't get... I meant to get somebody to help me with Streamlabs. It literally has a spot that says stream delay and it's unchecked. So I don't get why it does it. So what I'm gathering is you're trying to make me do more work. More work? Off I go then. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the last thing here. There's plenty of other stuff, I just don't want to show it all. But this last thing here is the Zombieland Country Club. It's going to be weird. I know my stream is doing some kind of stupid delay thing for no reason. But this is the ZL Country Club. Otherwise known as Aliana's house. Somebody's been in your house, Aliana. The front door is wide open. Whoa, that's because we're on the, that's right. It's one of the things that's been removed. Both the doors are gone. Anyway, this is Aliana's house. Some of you probably seen this before because I was working on it last map, but I've made some changes. Like I made glass stairs now. These are pretty cool. Oh yeah, look, all the doors are missing. That's retarded. What are you gonna do? Nice little place to view the sunset here. And I know the stream is behind a little bit, so it's probably kind of weird for me describing things. I hope they didn't take the doors out in HDRP. That would really suck, but because it's weird on the other test server, they're there. Aliana is a spoiled brat and even has her own little farm up top. With gazebo lighting and ivy. It's even all... Yeah, yeah. And then down here, the reason John Pay left early is because she has her own pool. In-ground pool. The only person to have an in-ground pool. Yeah, look at that. And it's fully automated. Lights in the pool and water via that sprinkler right there. Fills up by itself. The lights come on. Pretty cool. Yes, the country club is open to the public. She usually leaves her base open so people can come check it out and stuff like that because a lot of work goes into it, so she wants everybody to be able to enjoy it. She has private areas up here that she can lock away from players, like her loot room is right here and stuff. So, and again, I know my stream is delayed, so it's probably kind of weird, but y'all can figure it out. So yep, there's Aliana's house. Alright, I think that's it for the map tour. If you guys got about 5-10 more minutes, I can demo the gun game and stuff for you. It'd take me like a minute or so to log in on the light server, and then probably take about a minute or so to get the game going with people. So I'm gonna jump over there right now. I'm gonna have to cut my stream back to Discord for a second because I have to launch regular Rust instead of staging. Definitely feels like The Sims. No, the HDRP server is closed because I don't want new people on the new map. I want people to be able to play on the new map and explore the new map until we go live. Alright, Light, I'm coming to invade you. Okay, here we are on light. So for those who've never seen it, this is how you get into the arena games. You just type /arena. Pick a game you want to start. I want to start Gun Game Reversed Extended. It's my favorite. Just hit View Event, hit Join Event. Same goes. Oh, I gotta be naked first. The reason we do that is the game, it saves your gear, but we didn't want to take the chance of just a glitch happening. Maybe the server crashes or something, and people. I don't want to take the chance of people losing their stuff. So we set the plugin to force you to go ahead and be naked first. That way, there's no chance of you losing your stuff because your backpack does not drop. Also, so you guys know, there is no RP loss, no Z level loss, none of that stuff in these games. These are, you're actually not technically dying in these games. It's fake. You don't really die. So you don't lose anything. You know what's funny is I just gave myself 100k RP on this server last wipe, or not last wipe, yeah, last wipe, so I could give silver eggs to people on light because I didn't want them to feel left out. Like, you know, the whole silver egg train happens at wipe. So that RP is all for you guys. So when the game starts, you can see it's about to start in 6 seconds. Well, my stream is behind, so probably 20 seconds on your screen. Once it starts, this is gun game. Start off with the highest tier weapon, and as you kill people, your weapon goes downgraded. I guess I need to turn off God mode. That'd be pretty lame. Damn it.
Hi there, how you doing?
Haha. Okay, I'm gonna make it daytime just so this doesn't get dark. And give Adopted a free kill. As you can see, there's a scoreboard on the top right. And basically, as you progress through the weapon tiers, the weapons get worse and worse. Like, you get all the way down to like a spear at the end or something. Or a pitchfork, I think. I don't remember.
The last weapon's a paddle.
Oh, is it? Yeah, paddle.
T-Bird, I'm coming to find you.
Yeah, Brait. The rest of the area looks awesome as usual, dude.
T-Bird.
Why does everybody want to kill me? I thought we were friends. Yeah. I suck so bad at this. But it's a lot of fun. It's just a fun time and you don't lose anything at all. And you actually win a ton of RP. Every time you hit another player, every time you get a headshot, every time you get a kill, you earn RP for all that stuff. So it's a great way to just get free RP.
I'm at 26k just from winning with, against squad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and if somebody snipes you with the other weapon, that's the downgrade weapon. Like, if that guy would have just sniped me, it would have put me back to a 249. I would have gone backwards. Is that Minty?
Fuck in the hell, AT. Come kill me.
That's funny. Yeah, don't try to join these games when you're mounted on something. And we do have different arenas on each map that we design. Sometimes we reuse them. Obviously, we can't make a whole new arena every map, but I think we have 3 right now that we use. 3 different ones we've used so far. And we got more to. I think Mac has a 4th one that he's designed. So. Ah! How did you not kill me? No, I ran out of bullets. Ugh. Virus is hacking. I'm in the damn prison. Cop on cop violence there. Damn it. Oh, killed by Quetzal of all people.
Tee.
No, not Quetzal.
Come here, Bat. I hear you.
Oh. Well, at least that didn't snipe me. Whoever that is, you ain't getting me. I don't want none of that crap.
God, I leave and come back and there's still fucking 47 people listening.
Yeah, we're playing good game. Can't believe we had 146 people in the Discord channel listening.
167 was the max.
Holy crap, that's awesome. We got such a great community.
Oh yeah.
I remember we did our first server meeting. I was like, people will be bored by this. Nobody's going to come to this crap. Thank God I got off that gun. Thank you, Adopted.
T-Bird's out here killing people.
Got too many people watching, man. I can't suck in front of all these people.
Already, so it doesn't matter.
Gotta put on my game face, man. Too many damn people watching.
T-Bird, we all know you can't PvP. Come on, we've seen you in raids.
Which is crazy because you also know that I'm really good in first-person shooters, but I can't do Rust. For some reason, I just can't do Rust. I can go
It's the
97 and
unrealistic-
1 in
It's the
Battlefield.
unrealistic recoil.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but an AK does not have recoil like that. It
Yeah.
doesn't. It's one of the most accurate rifles in the world. Medium range, that.
Oh,
So-
Virus deserved every piece of that.
I was scratching my head.
Good. Tell me where you're at again so you can scratch something else.
T-Bird wants you to tickle his balls.
Oh, damn it. I was scratching mine.
That's just gonna be me killed. Ah, I scratched my.
Ah!
God.
Oh my god, Minty.
Can't get on Minty for killing you.
Oh, how did I not kill him? That's how noob I am. Had to jump on him and everything. Jesus, I suck with that pistol. I hate you, Virus. Did you really put me back too? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. My whole staff's turning against me. Oh yeah, look at that. Somebody does not want me up here.
How are you not dead?
I don't know. Ow! Somebody found me. Damn it, virus. Quit stream sniping.
You didn't move.
Get over here. Now.
Get over here.
What the hell?
Get over here.
That's creepy as fuck. How the hell do I get out of here?
Bad. Bad. Bad.
Am I like stuck? Oh, there it is. Wow, I feel retarded as hell. God, it is pouring in Atlanta right now. It sounds like a hurricane outside my house. That crap out of here, virus.
I had a bow.
I know. Yeah, Faith here. This is one of the plugins that's coming to all the other servers on Force Wipe. So I'm trying to showcase it to everybody. Show everybody what it looks like. These are the arena games. Oh, it's Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine. It's a lot of fun. You get to fight people, have fun, and you don't lose anything at all because it's not a real death. You don't lose RP, you don't lose Z levels, you don't lose items. It's just fun. Until you run into virus.
No, you can't escape the inevitable. You can't escape the inevitable, virus.
Nailgun versus 240. Oh, I won. Whoever did that for me, thank you.
You up there, kill me, but don't.
A lot of bullets flying right here. Got him.
Yoke man, come here. T-Bird, I have a question about the arena games in one of the classes.
Oh, I hate you.
And I win.
Damn it.
I don't think he gets in games.
Hey, GG's guys, GG.
Wow, T-Bird, were you the final kill?
Yeah, I was the final death. So these races, oh, we don't have any tracks. We forgot to make tracks on this map. No. Oh well, I'm not gonna be able to show you a race. As you can see, Light has a lot more raid bases. Anyway, so that was the map. That was the arena games. That was the server meeting. I think we're all done with everything. Perfect timing too. The wife will be home in like 5 minutes. Look at that. Just barely squeezed by. Anyway, thanks. Glad everybody showed up to the meeting. Hope to see a lot of you that haven't been around the last couple wipes, just taking a break. Hope to see you guys all for the HDRP on Thursday. We put a lot of work into making this happen, so it'd be fun to see everybody. Shutting down the stream now. Thanks for all the noisy things earlier. I don't know what they are yet, but obviously it's really exciting, so thank you for all the weird noises. Oh, wife's home too. You can hear the dog howling in the background. So see you guys later.